Okay, so today I did a little more testing with cameras and lighting and trying to figure out if I can get this office set up like I want. You can actually kind of see right there in the background. I have some stuff that I just kind of put against the wall to see how my camera is going to work with the lens that I have and kind of blurring the background. I have very limited space here, and I wanted to see, how much of a problem that's going to be and how I might be able to set this up. Of course, I'll be able to figure it out, but I'm just trying to figure out which equipment do I need, especially from a lighting perspective, to be able to kind of get the effect that I'm going for. And I need to kind of do some calculations and tests before I just start buying stuff to see what's actually going to work. So I'm getting a little bit closer to being able to come up with something that I feel is going to be a polished setup. I guess it doesn't have to be really for the vlog, but also for some of the education that I'm working on for SEO for photographers. I really would like to make that a little more professional and polished instead of just recording it like this. Not that this is really bad, but I guess I would like it to look like something that is worth a lot more money because it was really polished and I guess well made, even though I'm probably overthinking that. So again, here's a great example of why I'm doing this. As I talk this out, I'm thinking in my mind, why don't you just do it? Like, just do it like this. Like, put something on the background that relates to the subject you're talking about and just talk to the screen just like this, because people will get the exact same value out of it, and you don't need to worry about the production quality on an SEO course. No one cares. Maybe I just talked myself into it. Another reason to not put it off and just do it, because no one actually cares. Okay. I'll think about that some more. Okay, so anyway, that was one thing that I worked on today as far as the vlog goes. I also had a really big idea today. And it's not that it's necessarily a brand new idea. I've kind of had this idea before in some way or another, but I was watching a video about bullet journaling. I'm kind of doing a deep dive on journaling research and kind of figuring out how other people journal and what's the best methods for journaling and that kind of stuff. Anyway, I was watching a video about bullet journaling, and the guy made just a little note in one of his things that he was showing. He wasn't even talking about it. I just happened to see it, and I was thinking to myself, that's an interesting note that he made right there just because of a passing observation in his day that related specifically to the point in life that he's at right now, which is very similar to the point that I'm at. And I wouldn't have made that observation, but I probably should have. Not only that, but I make the same observations from my previous journals. So I've journaled about things before, and I go back and read them. I'm like, I thought I just thought of this, but I thought of this 5 years ago. Why didn't I remember that I already discovered this? Discovered, right? I do a lot of air quotes in these vlogs. Maybe that should be a meme or a t-shirt or something. Anyway, so here's the idea. I've been wanting to try to put together some sort of idea website. And I'm thinking about how can I make it so that the idea website is kind of based around journaling, and how can I make it very social, but also very smart. So I guess based on artificial intelligence or machine learning or whatever. Obviously, there's some hurdles with privacy and wanting to make sure that your notes are not getting shared with everyone, but you could certainly have things that you shared and things that you kept to yourself, just like any other social network. But and I guess this, one of the things is I think that other people think like I do, and I realize that most people don't. Like, most people just want to have the Snapchat and Instagram where they're just flipping through pictures and mindlessly sitting there, vegging out. While I guess what I want to create is for people who want to do something, right? People who are thinking about change and progress. And so anyway, the point would be that as you made journal entries, as you wrote down ideas, these observations that you kind of put in the side notes could potentially be shared with someone who was in a similar space. And obviously the platform would be able to kind of detect, hey, you're talking about these things and other people have talked about these things. When other people talked about these things in a similar stage to where you are, they found this quote helpful. They made this observation, and somehow kind of show that in a way that lets people think outside their box, kind of a social journal specifically for ideas, I guess. I don't know. It's a thought. I feel like it's worth digging more into this because it could be a big game-changing kind of app or platform if anyone would adopt it. So I feel like it would have to probably be very utility-based. It would have to start kind of as a journal or idea app, most likely, that people like me would actually use, and then it could evolve into more of a social network that other people might join as they saw the utility, even in like everyday life, or they saw the value that other people were getting by these kinds of smart suggestions and these real connections that people are able to make at a deeper level. I think that could just be so powerful. I don't know. It's a really interesting idea. I want to think about it more. I wrote it down here in my daily thoughts, daily ideas. I have some more things on this board that are kind of related to that. Another interesting idea I had today is just like starting to try to create some resources that are really basic for the things that I'm learning right now, even like how to use Premiere for editing and how to do this vlog setup and whatever. There are already a billion resources. I don't necessarily need to create new videos about these things. If I could just show the best ones that actually helped me from YouTube or whatever else in a list that was like, start here, then go to this one, 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 and then you're going to know what you're doing. That could be really valuable. I'm sure there are some things like that out there, but I bet with the research tools that I have for SEO and with the ability that I have for kind of curating content, I could probably put something really good together for several topics that probably have a lot of search volume and would be really good at ranking for those topics because they're neutral, but also keyword rich and serve the intent very well. I would probably need to add some original content, but that could just be my journey through the process and why each one was helpful. I don't know. I feel like there's probably some really big opportunities there. So I need to be thinking about that. I had a bunch of other things I was thinking about today too. A lot of really good ideas and still having some problems with productivity. I feel a lot better today, but I still haven't got some of the things done that really needed to get done today. I did get some of them completed, but I did not complete all of them. So tomorrow I'm going to try really hard to work on kind of knocking out to-do items or things that are on my list of important things that need to happen this week before I get into thinking about ideas or the vlog or the business kind of at a deeper level. Changing anything, I want to do the things that need to get done right now first. That's what I'm going to attempt tomorrow. It's been challenging for me to do that over the past few days, but I'll let you know how it goes. All right, well, that's enough for today. I'll check back in tomorrow.